What it is, if you want me, come get me.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. There on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mahomes going to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. This defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance for their game right from the first snap.
Escaping the pressure right. Rifles one, and that's going to be an by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 6 looms large as this game continues. Plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A gain of 32 that time. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his big tight end here. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Mahomes again. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Oh, a design run for their wideout.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman taking it in from the 20. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down, in bounds, for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents were telling them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes caught. Kelsey, left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 30 yards there.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second down and 3. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. A fourth down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on third down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a fourth down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Najee Harris.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. He finds some open field here. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talent, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll start the drive with Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
Escaping the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive
as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
And going deep for Hill.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And just shutting him off there. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, That's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Step, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Being chased out left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
This taken in at the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes, sliding out of the pocket. A dump off here to Stewart. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Lambeau on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And look at this, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down.
Let's go. Always enjoy a good fake. I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers. And Jones, he just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it. So I think he and his friends would be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Completes it to Hardman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Steps away to his left. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. After the sack on first down, Mahomes, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On second down, this is Harris. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries, or you just don't play well, or you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of the season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.